Welcome to a new video, and this is going to be the next flip car. This is my neighbor's 2011 Toyota Corolla Sitting. This belonged to his brother. His brother unfortunately passed away, and he doesn't want to look at it and was going to scrap it. So I got it for $500. So we now have a crack in the windshield from here to there. Really on camera, this comes through. But that's new. Do something about that. Here's my jump pack. It's got good charge. And let's see if this very dirty motor starts. My guess is no. Yeah, it's gone. Alright. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason it won't start. That terminal literally won't move, despite the fact that the bolt's out. So I gotta go to work. After work, I'll grab some terminal cleaner, and then we should be able to get this battery out. Here we see the front seats. They're front seats. They have seats that are cloth and a radio. You know, it's an car, and the radio works. So that's good. Here we see it has seats. They do seat things. You know, they're cloth. There's floors. Nice little German cup holder that doesn't work. Here we see a trunk. Pretty spacious for a car this big. It does trunk things, so I think that's good enough. Hey Stella, what are you doing? Okay, I don't have food, I'm boring. One of the owners of this vehicle, I'm not sure which one, was kind of rough to this car. Little dings and scratches. This is probably the worst. Obviously that hole, and it's clearly noticeable here. That's like Ford panel gap, so very un-Toyota. But I'm not going to do too much to this cosmetically. I'm just wash it, give it a buff. It's a 175,000 mile Corolla, so. But overall, it's not terrible. Greetings and salutations. It has been a few days, and I'm sure when I edit that in post, it'll be incredibly cringe. But the battery's there. You know, it's a good high quality brand. One says Electro, but nonetheless, it holds a charge. All right, battery's in. Gonna put the support bracket in if the car starts, which I honestly don't think why it wouldn't. That's a good sign. We have power, so let's see if it starts. Alright, well, I don't think it comes through on camera, but if you do see shaking, this very clearly needs motor mounts. That sharp vibration from the front of the engine was this bracket here. Obviously, that's a long screw with a hook on it. And the hole it went in was rotted out, so there's still one there, so I kind of just wedged it in there so it doesn't move around. Worst case scenario, I take the battery out and get a Dremel and just make a new one. Bracket's in, let's see if it starts, or doesn't vibrate. These are driver's side rear, and it has been going low about every 2 to 3 days, and it's quite easy. I'm probably gonna have to put it back on the car, see if it leaks again, because I did hammer this out a bit. As for other things, I did get the cheapest oil possible. It's Fram. I don't care. It's better than the old oil in there that's black. And sorted by cheapest price, and ended up with this for a grand total of $25. Alright, so cleaning out the car, which is done. I did find the extra 2 keys. So the car is clean. It took about 5 days, but it is clean, so let's take a look. Now, as for the exterior, I'm just gonna wash it because this is really rough and I think it's good enough. That being said, I am going to do a couple more things. I have a license plate cover, which I'm gonna put over the no license plate cover in baling wire just to make it look that little bit better. And I need to clean the engine bay. I have some purple power, make it look a little more presentable. I am going to have to fix this headlight. Fix that. And torque down the tire. As for our spare, or lug nuts, it is a 13/16 socket, and the pressure you need is 76 foot-pounds. You may have noticed I moved from this lug to this lug. What you want to do is do it in an X pattern, and you always want to click your lugs twice, just to double check. And once they're all torqued to around 76 foot-pounds, that's 80 because the breaker bar is very vague, but time to put on our poverty caps. As for the engine, I have some purple power and a rag. It isn't going to look amazing, but it will look somewhat better, I hope. You know what? I think that's good enough. There's still some dirt around, but I don't care enough, so this is fine. Okay, so I just used the Mother's headlight polish kit. It's the little $6 one they sell at Walmart, but that looks pretty good. I mean, if I have a before shot, I'll put it up. But, I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, you could still see small little issues when you're that close, but it's good enough to use for, you know, a daily driver. So, that's a success in my book. Other than that, glass is getting done soon. I'll get the car inspected at that point. Then we're good to go. So I discovered a process. The car looks a little better now. Spent about $5. Chris fixed WD-40 and Scotch-Brite tactic. It made the front end look like this. There used to be paint here, but now it's just a scratch. So what you do is you spray down the WD-40, have a Scotch-Brite pad and some warm water, rub it around. Once the paint is gone and you can see the bare metal, such as this scratch, you then clean it off. So this is already done, but that's better than it was. Definitely still has some marks on it, but it looks less hideous. So, new glass. I was gonna get it inspected, but the brakes sound like this. So those are gonna have to get done. Get the cheapest brakes possible and just get it done. Our Toyota badge is here, so that'll go on the front of the car. Okay, so here we go. That's done. Really only 2 jobs to do now on this car, and then it should be good to go. I was going to get it inspected because there is new glass, but there is a bit of a problem. Here we see, yeah, those brakes are gone. I'm going to have to take off the bumper and try and put it on properly. This was just for the test drive, but obviously, you know, at least put black zip ties on. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your wheel off, which we already did, but the next thing is, if your brake is stuck like this, is hammer it, just like that. Okay, put on your poverty cap, and it's mostly good to go. I'm gonna go see if the brakes work. So, brake test. So to clarify my seemingly bewilderment there, it's because somebody picked up the car after a 10-minute test drive, knowing about the door, knowing about the zip-tied fender and noticing, and also noticing that the car hadn't been inspected yet because I simply hadn't had the time yet, and they still bought it, so that makes it up. Why can't more sales be like that? That was good. The car is only 1 day after posting, just sold for $36.50, and I am very happy with that. Realize this is basically one of those one-off rare deals. So I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe.